What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. So, in this video, we're talking about these headphones right here, the AirPods Max, which, my goodness, there is quite a bit to talk about because if you are interested in these headphones, chances are you know how much they cost, which is a whopping $549. So, let's dive into the AirPods Max and see what they do to try to justify that price tag. When Apple first added the AirPods Max to their website, I figured they would be geared more towards professionals, audio engineers or maybe a professional music composer. But once I ordered my pair and I received them and I started using them on a daily basis, I realized that these headphones are not geared towards professionals whatsoever. They're actually geared towards the standard consumer. Apple even dubs the AirPods Max as the ultimate personal listening experience. So, in my opinion, if you're going to charge someone $549 for the ultimate personal listening experience, these headphones better knock that experience out of the park. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, the AirPods Max actually impressed me on a number of different levels. First and foremost is just how well they're built. Now, most premium headphones are typically made out of some sort of plastic in order to help save weight, and the ear cushions are typically made out of faux leather in order to be comfortable for longer periods of time. Well, the AirPods Max kind of deviates from that build actually pretty significantly. They're made out of two different types of metal, a knit fabric mesh that basically makes up the canopy that sits on top of your head, and the ear cushions are memory foam that are also wrapped in mesh, and they're pretty comfortable. Now, the ear cups themselves that actually house the audio drivers are made out of anodized aluminum, and they feel really nice to the touch. And an added bonus, at least for some of you out there who appreciate aluminum, is that if you leave the headphones in a room that has like the AC cranking, or if you're outside listening to music when it's cold, the headphones will actually get cold to the touch, which I think is just super dope. Now, on the right ear cup is a digital crown to help adjust music volume while you're listening and a flat button. But you know what it really resembles? It's just a giant Apple Watch. Tell me I'm wrong. It's got the same shape as an Apple Watch. It's got the same digital crown and the same flat button. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. So, you're welcome for that visual. Now, the frame of the headphones are made from stainless steel, which is actually really nice. Stainless steel is obviously a really durable material, but one thing to keep in mind is that it will add a pretty decent amount of weight to the headphones themselves. Now, what I feel is the coolest part of the stainless steel frame is how it works with adjusting the length of each ear cup. So a lot of premium headphones or a lot of over-the-ear headphones in general will come with notches whenever you want to adjust the length. The AirPods Max do not, but because they're made out of stainless steel, it actually takes a little bit of pulling force in order to adjust the length of each ear cup. So it feels really premium whenever you're adjusting the length, and because it takes some force, I never had any problems with the fit kind of adjusting itself accidentally while I'm listening to them, so that was great to see. And up top on the headphones is the knit mesh canopy, which is supposed to help with relieving pressure on the top of your head as you're wearing these headphones for long periods of time. Obviously, manufacturers who make premium over-the-ear headphones expect you to wear them for at least a couple hours at a time whenever you're listening to music. So, having a material on the top of your head that can help relieve some of that pressure is crucial for those longer sessions, because whenever it comes to headphones applying pressure to the top of your head for long periods of time, it can kind of lead to this it's tough to describe. It's like, have you guys ever seen that? You know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying. Now, the AirPods Max do come with a carrying case, but in a word, the carrying case is unconventional. The headphones don't fold in any way. So in order for them to be stored in the case, you have to rotate the ear cups inward and then slide them into the case. As far as the case functionality goes, I do have a couple of opinions on that as well. I'm not a fan of how the case really only covers the ear cups. I really wish the case would actually cover what I feel is probably the most sensitive part of the build, and that's the mesh canopy that actually rests on your head. And there's really no way to get the headphones into low power mode unless they're put in the case. So when you're not using the headphones, it's best for you to put them in there. Otherwise, you're going to drain battery just as you normally would if you were to be wearing them. And whenever you actually do put them in the case, I'm not a fan of having to hold the headphones by the actual canopy whenever, you're moving around with the headphones on your person, which is where your hand will naturally gravitate once they're in the case. So from a company that prides themselves on design language and overall build, I feel like Apple could have done a little better with this one. From a sound quality perspective, these headphones are amazing. And whenever it comes to all of the headphones I own, I'm definitely comfortable in saying that these sound the best whenever it comes to overall sound quality. Which, believe it or not, I actually own quite a bit of headphones, considering all of the random in-ear headphones that come out from all these companies throughout the year, plus the amount of over-ear headphones that we have accumulated over time just reviewing a large amount of products throughout the year. But it's also important to keep in mind that this is my opinion as someone who is definitely not an audio expert by any stretch of the imagination. If you're watching this review and you're wondering to yourself, I wonder how those headphones will sound whenever you're listening to a very specific type of audio file, or I wonder how they're going to sound with an audio file that plays between these frequencies, these are not the headphones for you. If you're an audio professional, there are so many other better options on the market available to you right now. That's for sure. Apple made these headphones for the types of consumers who are going to throw them on at the end of the day, maybe listen to some music on Apple Music or Pandora, watch some YouTube videos, watch some TVs or movie shows. They are definitely for the general consumer who's going to throw them on, listen to whatever they want, and not necessarily be professional about the type of audio file they're listening to. Two features that Apple brags about whenever it comes to the AirPods Max are its ability to actively cancel noise, or active noise cancellation, and spatial audio. So let's start with the easier one to describe, and that's active noise cancellation. The AirPods Max has 6 outward-facing microphones that measure the sound frequencies around you and actively work to cancel them out. And on the Max, it works incredibly well. So one really underrated component when it comes to noise cancellation is just how good of a seal the headphones can get around your ear. And the memory foam mesh cushions on the Max do an incredible job of sealing your ears, and the microphones take care of the rest. The active noise cancellation on the Max is wild. I mean, when I have them on, and if you're listening to anything audio related on these headphones, you don't hear anything. Talking, yelling, screaming, vacuums, football games, something glass falling and breaking next to you. I mean, you don't hear anything. So from a noise cancellation perspective, it's incredible. Now, let's talk about spatial audio. This was something that Apple introduced on the AirPods Pro, but it's obviously been refined and made even better on the AirPods Max, thanks to the larger audio drivers in the headphones. Now, this is a way for the headphones to anchor down surround sound quality audio, and it combines with the accelerometer and the gyroscope in the headphones to track the subtle movements of your head to ensure that that audio is consistently anchored down regardless of how you're moving your head as you're listening to something. So it cancels out outward noise, combines with excellent sound quality, and it anchors down surround sound level audio, which leads to an incredible overall listening experience. Overall, I really like the AirPods Max. Really like and being able to try to even justify the price tag are two completely different things. But before we get to the price tag, just my personal opinion on them, I really love the build quality. I love the fact that they're made out of aluminum and stainless steel. That added heft that you'll find with some heavier smartphones just leads to that more premium feel whenever you're holding them. And I know they'll weigh more than traditional premium headphones, but I think Apple does a really good job of balancing the materials here to where even when I was wearing these for long periods of time, I never really had any issues with the headphones feeling like they were kind of bogging my head down. So that was really good to see. In terms of battery life, they definitely get what Apple advertises, which is around like that 18, 19 hour mark, and they charge with a lightning cable, so keep that in mind. Now, it is available in 5 different colors: space gray, silver, sky blue, green, and pink, so you can mix and match with your own personal style. But for me, I think I'm gonna stick to my AirPods Pro or my Powerbeats Pro. Not necessarily because I was disappointed with these headphones in any way, but because 75 to 80% of my music listening time comes when I'm at the gym. And these are not water or sweat resistant. So if you're an athlete and you're considering these, I definitely wouldn't do it, because you do not want to expose these to any kind of liquid or any kind of moisture whatsoever. Obviously, there is the massive elephant in the room, which is the price. $550 is really, really hard to justify. I mean, even whenever you consider the sound quality and the noise cancellation, it's probably equivalent to a high quality headphone that's priced at like, let's say $299. Now you throw in the premium build, and you throw in the metal and the aluminum and the stainless steel and all that awesome stuff, and you're probably looking at maybe $50 to $100 extra. So at max, I would peg these at $399, and I think even that is really pushing it. These are $150 more than what I would be willing to pay for them. And whenever it comes time to replace the ear cushions, that's an additional $69. Now, at least with that, you can kind of mix and match, but $69 for ear cushions on its own is also overpriced. So you should only buy these headphones if you're the type of person who just really wants to flex on other people and you have a lot of Apple products already. This will fit in seamlessly to the Apple ecosystem, but overall, I don't know if I can recommend it to practically anyone, unless you just have a $550 hole in your pocket and you've already got yourself a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. If that's the case, buy these headphones. They sound phenomenal, and the noise cancellation is so good, you won't even be able to hear yourself sobbing after you realize you paid $600 plus after tax and Apple Care. But all jokes aside, I really hope you guys enjoyed the review. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. $550.